These Assassin's Creed Hexe details are crazy. Hey y'all, I'm here with another video. Insider Gaming, known for reliable Assassin's Creed leaks, shared not too long ago some intriguing new details about Assassin's Creed Codename Hexe. I haven't covered these details before, so that's what this video is about. My last Hexe video explored why it's expected to be the darkest installment of the series, so give it a watch after this if you haven't already. Smash that like button if you want to see more videos on updates for new Assassin's Creed games. Your likes really help my channel and encourage me to make more content like this. Alright, let's get started. We already knew from previous leaks that Hexe would feature a solo female lead, a first for a major Assassin's Creed game. This protagonist, Elsa, is now revealed to be an assassin with supernatural abilities, according to the latest leak. While the specifics of her abilities remain unclear, footage provided to Insider Gaming under the condition of confidentiality showcases one of them. In the footage, Elsa is seemingly pursued by 16th century German soldiers. She uses a spell to possess a nearby cat, allowing players to control it and create a distraction by knocking over a glass bottle, diverting the soldier's attention. Insider Gaming also mentioned that the footage depicts a dark, gloomy city setting with cobblestone streets. Okay, so Elsa's got this ability to possess a cat, which could be tied to some sort of magic system, or maybe not. It's not certain. If it's not magic, it might be similar to the bird companion in recent Assassin's Creed games. With the ability to possess a cat, players could control it to scout, gather intel, sneak into places Elsa can't, or do sneaky stuff, similar to the footage where the player distracted enemies with glass bottles. Also, during the witch trials, there were widespread beliefs that witches could turn into or possess cats. Maybe that's why Hexe is doing this with cats. Now, there's a solid chance that Elsa's ability to possess cats could be part of a new magic system Hexe might introduce. Clues in Hexe's logo hint at witchcraft involvement, like the assassin symbol made of twigs, which witches supposedly use in rituals. Behind it lies the seventh pentacle of Mars, inscribed with symbols from the alphabet of the Magi, an ancient script tied to occult practices. Translated from Old German, the inscription within the pentacle reads Mephisto Avenger House, referring to the demon Mephisto from German folklore. The message encircling the pentacle, also in the alphabet of the Magi, reads, "We work in the dark to serve the light," a known maxim of the assassins. Overall, the logo hints at witchcraft and possibly the assassin's order's involvement in occult practices in the game. Insider Gaming points out that the soldiers chasing Elsa in the footage look like 16th century German soldiers, like these. I've gathered some info about them. These soldiers, known as Landsknechts, were German mercenaries during the late 15th and early 16th centuries in the Holy Roman Empire. They mainly fought on foot and carried long weapons like pikes or halberds. They were brightly colored armor and had special hats with feathers. These soldiers often worked as guards during witch trials, patrolling to catch suspected witches, and sometimes taking part in their torture and execution. They were also involved in arresting, transporting, and guarding those accused of witchcraft. Next up, in the footage, Elsa was being hunted by soldiers in a dark and gloomy setting, making Hexe seem like it might be a survival horror game. If so, it's a departure from the usual Assassin's Creed style, where you're the hunter, not the hunted. With the 16th century witch trials backdrop and a female lead, just imagine the tension. Fleeing during the witch trials era, trying to survive, and avoiding torture or being burned alive. This would be something totally fresh for Assassin's Creed. Also, Elsa running away instead of fighting the soldiers suggests that Hexe might focus heavily on stealth, with players often encountering situations where it's better to avoid direct fights, requiring them to be stealthy and focus on staying alive. Mirage prioritized stealth, but had combat that was overly simple and repetitive. I hope Hexe's combat system is more complex, has a learning curve, and is fun to play. Insider Gaming shared one more thing about Hexe's gameplay. They mentioned a system similar to the Fear system in Syndicate's Jack the Ripper DLC. However, they didn't say exactly how it would work. In Jack the Ripper, the Fear system was a big part of the gameplay. It allowed you to scare enemies, making confrontations easier. Fear builds up by using tools like bombs or spikes, or through brutal takedowns. Enemies showed different fear states with icons above their heads: calm, anxious, or frightened. Fear actions make enemies go from calm to anxious, then to frightened. While the fear system in Syndicate was an interesting addition, it made the game somewhat less challenging. Introducing a similar system in Hexe, given its witch trial setting, seems fitting. However, it must be implemented better to not make enemies' encounters too easy, and its use should be limited in order to feel rewarding. Finally, about the footage depicting a dark, gloomy city with cobblestone streets. Hexe's world seems like it'll be really dark, with a tense atmosphere and foggy streets. We've seen similar atmospheres in 2 Assassin's Creed DLCs, Dead Kings and Jack the Ripper, so Hexe would be like those, maybe even darker, making it the first Assassin's Creed game with such a dark atmosphere. Alright, those are the latest details on Hexe and my thoughts. What are your thoughts on Hexe? Drop your speculations and expectations in the comments section below.